everyone. I had previously made a video showing you how I'm doing my cards, and I didn't exactly like the way it came out, so I'm doing another one. It's these cards right here, found in the Stamping Stationery Scrapbooking magazine that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Vintage Valentines. I'm doing a pink and black theme, and basically what you do is, I goofed a little bit. You're supposed to ink the edges before you put on the clear rock candy stickles, and I hope you can see some of that sparkle and shine. But I forgot, and so I did those first, but it really didn't seem to matter. So, so you cut your 6x6 vintage shabby paper stack, or stash is the one that you use, and you fold it in half. And this is one of my favorite ones because of the bird on there. I really like the bird. And it's got music notes on the inside, and I've stamped a line stamp so that somebody can write a special message to their Valentine. So you just ink the edges. Like I said, I'm doing a pink and black theme because I think the colors go really well together. And I don't go too much into the card. I just like a light border of inking. That's more ink. If I knew how to do that time-lapse thing, I definitely would, just to speed this part up. But I'm trying to go as fast as I can. And I kind of like to get my corners really good, so it kind of gives that vignette look, like you sometimes see on photos. So I like to get them really good. Okay, so that's done. Get the cover back on the ink pad. Move it out of the way. Now, with this one, oh, I forgot to do the strip. I'm not going to do the stamping and embossing, because in the instructions it says to, use an embossing folder. Well, I don't have a machine and embossing folders yet, so I just inked up a stamp with my black perfect medium and stamped and embossed my image. I used this stamp from one of Tim Holtz's Christmas stamp sets. With this one, I'm not going to do the stamping because I like the flourish that's already there and the writing, and I don't want to cover that up. So I'm going to do this one just slightly different. And on this card I'm going to do the word hug, because I'm actually making this one for my mom. So now that I've done my inking, I'm going to attach it, but I'm going to leave enough room at the bottom for my word and enough room at the top for the ornate plate and the flower. So I'm just going to scooch that up to about right there, and I'm going to line them up, line the edge of the paper, and then I'm going to, and if it's a little off center, hey, that's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Take my tiny attacher and attach just this one side for right now, because I'm going to end up putting a ribbon up under here and tying my key onto it that I have yet to put the jump ring on. I was trying to prepare, but I forgot to do that part. But anyway, we'll go ahead and put the ornate plate on. So open up your card, place the plate, center it as I'm eyeballing it, but if you want to get out a ruler and really center it, you go for it. I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm going to take my craft pick, and I'm working on corkboard to poke these holes, so I don't want to ruin the surface that I'm working on. And it works out really well. It's a 4-piece pack that you can get just about any craft store. I got mine at Hobby Lobby, and I just kind of left them stacked together, and it works out really well, because if I only need, say, 3 pieces, I can just stack 3 pieces, but I use all 4 pieces. And on the inside here, I'm going to turn my fastener to where the little stems, or whatever you call them, prongs, lay down this way, because I'm going to end up taking some black braided ribbon on the inside and create like a little film strip and put pictures of me and my mom in it from back in the day that I found. So I'm going to set this one in there. Actually, can I lay this down and do this one? And I just use my fingers to really get them down. Okay. Leave it open, flip it back over. Tim Holtz and did a video on these tissue paper flowers. They are just so gorgeous, and I did one myself just to show how I do them. So if you want to check that out, place some glue, and I do a fair amount dot. I'm using hot glue because it works the best, I think. And center it, and then push down. You kind of have to be firm with it a little bit so that it gets down past this raised beveled edge. And I like the way that it kind of pushes the tissue up some, so it really conforms the flower. Okay, so you do that. And I'm going to grab some glossy accents. Trying to be quick here for the sake of time. And I do just some little dots because it's going to end up spreading out anyway. And I use the glossy accents because it adheres to the card really well and really quickly. So carefully take that and lay that down, and I'm going to off-center it, make it a little fun. I think my mom will really like it. So, yeah. I'm gonna tell her not to watch this video. She likes to watch my videos. And tell her not to watch it until after Valentine's Day. Do my dots. And yeah, I like that. Push it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks cool. And the best thing about, I think, about glossy accents is that it dries clear, perfectly clear. And so you're not really going to see that I've adhered it with glossy accents, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, that looks rather well. So I'm just gonna get that on there. I'm gonna do my jump ring real quick because I really want to show you how I'm gonna attach this key. This key, it tells you in the directions to use the Locket Keys by Tim Holtz. Well, since I'm making a bunch of these cards, I didn't quite have the money to go out and get a whole bunch of Locket Keys. So what I'm using are the little keys from 7 Gypsies. And they're just so cute. And they actually come out looking rather well, because I've used one on this card. I think it's so cute. So now I'm going to replace the cap on my glossy accents. Move it out of the way. Get my ribbon up under here. And with this one, I'm actually going to try and do a bow. So I'm going to kind of try and center it up a little bit. Oh, it's pretty centered. I'm going to tie it, hold it with my finger. Now, well, maybe I can't hold it with my finger, but I can use my little tiny attacher here just to keep it from unraveling too bad. And I'm going to string on my key. Oh, no, don't. Get it all the way to the bottom. And now I'm going to tie my bow. Hey, quit flipping around. And I may have used a bit of a short ribbon for this. But just keep playing with it until you get it ever so tight, nice and tight. And just move your key around until you get it sitting where you want it. And now what you're going to do is, as you fold your card back together, fold your strip, try and get it centered with the other one, and you can use a bone folder to make a nice crease, but I'm not going to bother. Open it back up, kind of hold it where it is, and yeah, it may bow a little bit when you open the card, but that's okay. I like these cards. They're so much fun to make, and they come out so beautiful. So I'm going to trim that off, take my tiny attacher, and I'm doing it this way because I don't want the little prongs from the staples to be on the inside part of this card. On this side anyway. So there's the card. I hope you found this helpful and maybe a little inspirational. I am selling some of these cards that I am making. Just go to memorykeepsakesandtrinkets.com and check them out. I'll be posting them on the blog section. Thank you and have a great day.